to just talk about how you started doing music, like the beginning of when you started music.
So I had 2 songs before I really started taking rap serious, and it was because I was with a dance group and they called Shake Nation, and it was really popping at a point in time. So I had 2 songs. One was called May Clap, and then the other was called Riot. The first drill, how I got into the drill scene was because of I did my first single with D-Thing. Yeah, and I was back out the Henny, and then after back out the Henny, it was I got a lot of recognition, and that was something I wanted to do. So yeah, I just started from there, and I was what, 6, 7, 8 months ago, I believe.
So can you talk a little bit more about your relationship with D-Thing and Paper Touch Entertainment, RPC, all that?
Paper Touch Entertainment that's generations. From Park Towers, we a family there. So my brothers, 2 of my managers, they was paper touchers at a point in time, rapping, and shirts and hottest on the block. So I started rapping, and I wanted to help them for what they couldn't do when they was growing up, because they didn't have a lot of how it's easy for us to get put on fast and how it was back then. So yeah, I feel Paper Touches is where I'm from, and why not? So yeah, I just attached that to my name. And D-Thing, we knew each other from kids. We all grew up in the towers. Muddies, we really muddies. We all live in the towers. Yeah.
So do you feel a responsibility to represent, or do you feel, how does that motivate you as an artist different than for other artists?
What the Paper Touch represent?
Yeah, just having a team like that and having people who you grew up with that y'all all have the same goal.
It helps a lot, a lot. And I said, I wanted to, help my brothers and them. They was our age back then, doing something that it wasn't really working for them, but they still had it. You get what I'm saying? So it's easier for us now. So it's not yeah, might as well.
Yeah. So what do you feel like I know you kind of define yourself as a drill artist, but do you feel what do you feel about the current trends in music? Where do you fit into that? Do you feel
I wouldn't say a drill rap. I started swim, but I have a lot of other songs. I just haven't dropped them yet because I'm really not sure on the sound. I'm not used to it. So I'm just now working on songs like that so I can get used to it. But I have a lot of songs like that. Calm, different change, not drill. It's going to be some of my EP. For sure.
So how do you go about making a song? How do you get inspiration?
Being with my friends. Or being with my managers, my brothers, what I see, what I do. Basically what I say, I talk, how I rap, literally I think. So it's easy, especially because I was already a dancer, so it's real easy. I feel it's the same thing.
Yeah. So how does the dancing, I guess you kind of said it, but do you feel being a dancer and being an artist, it's the same, and do you feel it helps you a lot, gives you an advantage?
Yeah. Because if you could dance and you could rap, that's a Chris Brown, that's a Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's those. It's not only I could rap, but I got movement too. You about to see these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I feel that's easy. So you know how you dance and you singing a song and it's just so it's regular.
So what has your experience been so far as being a woman in the industry, or do you feel has it been harder or anything?
Being a woman in the industry is hard. I feel a lot of people underestimate us. They won't let us shine. It's certain people that will just think, boys. It's easier. It is easier for boys, I feel than girls.
Yeah.
Everybody be trying to take advantage. So it's just you just gotta be open. Like, you're not gonna, yeah.
And you got a good team, so that helps too, right?
Yeah, I got a great team.
Yeah. So next question, I just wanted to know about your influences and like, do you feel like there's a lot of competition now because a lot of female artists are coming out? So do you feel like competitive towards that? You feel like happy that there's more women?
No, I love that it's more women. Like, I love that it's more women because, you know, it's different genders. I mean, it's different like categories. You know, like not every girl that's, you know, that's out here on Instagram, they singing, they rapping, they poetry. Like I'm into all that, so I feel like it's good. It's great that a lot of in competition. I wouldn't really put myself in the category. I feel like I stand out, so yeah. I don't think there's no competition.
Okay. Do you have any like dream feature or somebody you want to work with in the future?
Probably like Drake. Those are goats. I'm about to say mad goats. Like Nicki Minaj. Like Sweetie, Mulatto, City Girls.
Right. And then last thing, if you have any advice for other artists.
What would it be?
Like, yeah, what advice do you have for other artists?
Don't stop. Like, don't stop. No matter what you do, you're gonna like get people who like it and people who don't. That's what I had to learn. Like, being I was a dancer, I already was getting hate. People was hating, people who like it, people who love it, people who don't. So going into rapping and the amount of like clout I got after I dropped back out the Henny was just like, don't let anything stop you. Just keep going and always have an open mind to anybody. Like, don't ever turn down nothing, because the same way you coming up is the same way other people's coming up. So might as well, you know, like, how whoever want to work with you, work with them. Don't be stink.
That's dope. That's good advice. And so now I'm just gonna have you do a drop for yourself and then one for the episode. So just like say your name and say I have either like a prompt for your EP, or if you don't have a name for it, for a song, you push in whatever you want to do.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, right now. Sorry.
Don't say hi, y'all. Dance. Wait, you
could be like, hey, this is Nate the Dancer. I got a project drop or whatever. Whatever.
I'm gonna say by like August. You can say by August.
Yeah, like look out for it, something like that.
Alright. Hi y'all, it's Nate the Dancer, and I got an EP dropping August. I'm not really sure my name yet, but stay tuned. Check out Mission Flex that plays on the radio every Sunday, Hot 97. Yeah, period.
And now just say, this is Nate the Dancer, and you're watching Your Plug's Favorite. That's all.
This is Nate the Dancer, and you're watching Your Plug's Favorite.
Perfect. All right. Now we're gonna do this performance. So turn this off.